Okay, so we've got two people in. Ibrahim is in. So I want to believe our brother. I don't praying. Everyone who went to pray is back from praying. Just can I get five more confirmations you are in? That's all. 5 is just okay for me. Okay, we've got 2, 3, 2 more, and we're out of here. Two more, please. All right, thank you. I think absolutely everyone is inside. If you are not here, it's your fault. We gave enough time for everyone to come in. All right, starting off from where we stopped, you can see, my friends, that the white space in this chart is here. It's here. It's here. It's here. So you can see where the white spaces are. Now, if you can see where the white spaces are, then you are top notch. You're already doing a great job already. So I'm going to go straight up, and then we're going to try to achieve this. Now, you see, we are actually copying an old work. Yeah. We're copying an old work. If you were to redesign this on your own, then you will have to think out everything on your own, how you want to place all of that. Now, having said that, the white spaces were here, 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 and here. Let's get those ones sorted. So first, watch. Please stay with me. This one, layout. For now, I'm going to take this off. I'm going to make it a 0, 0. And then watch background. I'm turning the background to white. You see, by turning the background to white, it affected all of these, even their titles. Yeah. Now, I won't stop at that. I'm going to do an inner padding on it. So I love inner padding. Remember the conversation we had on inner padding in the last class. So go in 15. Yeah, if you want to make it more, it's up to you. You can go more too. I took 20, but for now, let's just take 15 for a reason. Yeah, so inner padding of 15. Yeah, so this one, I'm taking this off from 0. Background, I'm making white. I'm going to go pad it by 15. Inner padding of 15. Yeah, this one, I'm going to take this off to 0. I will make the inner padding 15. 15 inner padding, 15 all round. Yeah, I'm turning the background to white. This one, literally, if you've watched, I'm actually doing the same thing for everybody. Yeah, it creates that uniformity and makes your work clean. Want to get a clean work, you have to try and be tidy in your work. So background will get, yeah, looks good. Same here. So 15. Here again, 15. Take this off to 0. Make it a white. So white. This one, white. Because of where the white space was. Now, if you have been following me up to this very point, you would appreciate the fact with me that this whole white thing is becoming a problem. Yeah? So first and foremost, I would want to keep some space because you see at the edges here, it looks very close to this other side. So what I'm going to do is to want to keep a space here. The same thing too, I would want to keep some space here between this one and the other one. So the first thing I'm going to do, because I want to keep an even space across, I want to go and look for the container carrying the whole of these. So watch me, I'm going to go, it activates that container. I'm going to go, okay, so that's the container now I'm looking for. I will go to that container and I will go for an outer padding. See, outer padding of what? 10 on the right only. 10 on, so I'm only trying to pad it from the right. I'm not trying to pad it from any other place, just from the right. Separate this side from it. Okay, if you want to, again, the design style is yours to make. You can decide to go with 20 all at once. Yeah, it's up to you. So I've done 20 to push it away from this side. Yeah. Now the next thing I'm going to do is this one. Yeah. What I can do here is I can actually create a 10 on the right here. So I could do something like this, uncheck this, and then set 10 on the right alone. So outer padding of 10 on the right. Same thing, I will use 10 on the bottom. The reason why I'm taking 10 at the bottom is so that there will be space between this one and this one. If you want to, again, design styles are exclusively yours. You are empowered to play with it until you get it right. You want to play with it a bit more, go 10 all round. Yeah, you will still get a good result. So 10 all round. I'll come here and go 10 all round. Come here, go for a 10 all round. Come here, go for a 10 all round. Come here, go for a 10 all round. Same thing here, a 10 all round. Now, we have a cleaner walk. You see, it's taking shape. I hope you can see what we're doing. It's taking shape. However, if you watch our dummy, where we're taking off our journey, look at this. It looks super clean. You see how clean this is. You see that the center is clean. You want to achieve something similar. It's very easy here. Now come to the container carrying this. Yeah, see the container carrying this one. Go to that container, activate it. You see it's activated. Drop it down and tell it distribute evenly. Yeah, since it's only 2, it's going to put it at the center. Now let's come to the container carrying this one. Activate until you find that container and tell it distribute evenly. You see how nice that comes across. Now you could come to the container carrying this, and then you could drop it down and say distribute evenly. And there you are, my friends. You see that sweet straight line taking shape. Now, one of the things I could show you, depending on how much time we have, is how you could creatively add this stuff inside there. You see how we had the SAT score here? Just a bit of creativity, you can get it. Yeah? So, for now, let's go basic. So we have this experience. Another thing you might notice is that we played with something like borders. You may want, just for your knowledge, there are borders. Can you see those black borders? Yeah, you want to achieve that pretty easy. Come to this one. You see where you have that layout. Go to borders. Take a slim line, a big line, depending on what kind of lines you're interested in. In this case, I'll just go with a slim one. Slim line, black. Give it a color that appeals to you. Hey, but one thing I want to caution you guys, avoid poor use of colors. Colors have meaning. I think I'll talk about that before the end of the class. Colors must have meaning. If not, it's a useless work. Now, I don't know if you've been watching me so far, but if you have, you should notice that our work is looking cleaner and cleaner by the day. Now, should we go further? Absolutely, yes. Again, it's good for you to always go back to the dummy and check the dummy and see how well did I get the dummy. So you see the header, this one. Okay, so 3 levels. Okay, so let's go. Header, we've already gotten that. Now you want to make that header, I will make it, I don't want it to have any indentation, so I'm going to put it at 0. I want to make that header bigger than that, so I could come here and say edit height, make this header like 100. Yeah, I could make it a bit stylish. Hmm? Just a bit stylish. Again, when it comes to design, I don't want to speak a lot about it. Your creativity is what counts at that point. You have to be creative, you have to think. Yeah, you have to think. Sometimes you see some of the best dashboards, it takes a while before they get that right. A lot of iterations are going on there. They've gone through loads and loads of iterations to get there. So you see that? That is ready. Now, the header, look at our inspiration. I'm still trying to take you back there. It has a darker shade here, so it's not really white. Um, Somebody was asking how they can get an image. Yeah, I could have used an image here. So please, I hope everybody is on the link. So you could, again, you can pad this. I could pad this to 20 inner. I want to use inner in this case, 20. Mm? I could as well even open it up, edit the height, make it 130. Yeah, that sounds good. Now I'm going to make this, give it a nice shade. Maybe, yeah. All right. Again, you could give it a border because we've been using borders a lot. So you could give it a border. Now, but if any of you have watched what is going on, you see this header now and this one. Do you notice that there is a distance between, look at this. This does not cut here. Yeah, do you notice that? A good dashboard, it's first, don't forget, pre-attentive. It must sleep well for the eye. The eye must receive what you are doing. Sometimes you do a job and the eyes are, it's fighting with the eyes. So look at this one. Hmm? You see outer padding was what? 10. You check the container, yeah, 10. So I'm going to come here, check my container. I could do this from two different ways. One way, I could come in here and influence only the top padding by 10. I will get it right. See, it's aligned. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. That would align it. Now, an alternative way is, which is, I could come to this one, drop it down, activate the container carrying it, and come to inner padding and pad the top inward. So inner by 10. So you see, when it comes to padding, it's your creativity in the usage. Same thing can be achieved in different ways. Now, if you are up to where I am, this one, all we need to do here is, you see this title, we don't need it. So I can just come here and then I would say remove title. I am aware that there's a container carrying this one. So what I'm going to do is open up that container. Can you see that container? And then I'm going to ask that container to pad itself on two sides, both the top and the bottom. So I'm padding top and bottom by 10. Top, bottom by 10. Are you there? Now, you see, in this case, what I want to shade is not the individual charts. What I'm going to shade is the container, and I'm shading it at the container level. So at the container level, I will turn the background to white. I hope you see what I'm doing. So now that same, so you have, again, this is just your creativity. So you have that space, that whole place white. So you can shade at sheet level, you can shade at container level. It depends on what you are trying to achieve. So again, I could come in here, this one, and then pad it by 10 at the bottom so that I have more space from that end. So pad it by 10. Yeah, I could as well, now I have something really better now. So this is what my work begins to look like. Okay, now we've come to this beautiful end. If you don't need this stuff, you can as well remove it. Anybody will know this is gender. So I could come here and say remove title. And then I would rather pad this stuff. So I'm going to pad it by 5 all round. Then I will go to the top and change the top to 10. So 5 all round, 10 at the top. Got that? Then here, I'm going to pad all of these by 10. Pad all of these by 10. Center it to make this center. So, ooch. Now, when you can't see this thing, it means the space is not enough for it. So, you could want to go back to the sheet itself, open it up, align it to the left or to the center. I want to put it in the center, center. Okay, so center, apply, okay. Enter sheet. So it's at the center. So let's go look for it again. Transfer student. Now that's it. So 3883 stuff. Yeah. Okay. Does that make sense, my friends? Okay. Again, you can go to this one, open it up. I want to make the bars smaller. The bars look a bit big. Just resize the bars. And then there you go. You're doing well. If you're with us up to this point, you're doing very well. And then the next thing we're going to do is here. Again, at this level, please respond to this. Most times, if I make error to correct, is difficult. What is the easy way of correcting errors? That there is no question there, my friend Solomon. Correcting what errors? There is a lot of errors that you can possibly have. Yeah, so there is no question on that thing you've asked me. Okay, so let's keep going. While I wait for your answer, maybe you send a real question so that I know where to help you. Now look at this. If you noticed on this one, we had only an outer padding of 10. But on this one, we have an outer padding of 10, which is, I don't want to have that. Rather, I would tell you to go for a inner padding, then clear off the outer padding, and I'll show you why. So outer padding, the only reason why you're not seeing this, don't worry, is the way I colored. If you color wrongly, you will get problems. So you see, there's a straight line here. You may want to go to the beginning again, give it a border, just so that you see it's getting together. Last thing, I'm going to come to the container carrying this. Look at what I'm going to do. Open the container carrying this. Give it a border, white. Give it that border line of black. And there you go, you have yourself your dashboard that you've been looking for. I want to create some good distance. So just like you had some distance between this one and this one, I'm going to also want to achieve something like that here. So I'll pad something. So 10. So I'll pad this container. So I'll pad that container at the top by 10. Now, it's always easy for you to forget. Look, my friends, look. At the bottom, it's not aligning. Yeah, it's not aligning. So what do? I check. There is a pad of 10 at the bottom here. There is a pad of 10. So I'll come to the container here and pad that bottom by 10. So you have a sweet spot of alignment. Now, there's still a lot you can do, my friends. There is a lot of cleaning you can do to make this look sweet. Now let's play with some of the cleaning. I'm going to drag this to give it a bit of beauty. What else should we do? Let's make this look cleaner. So from here, this exam type, To make it look cleaner, I'm going to give it, no, I don't want any outer padding. So I'm going to clear up all the outer paddings on it. But I will give it an inner padding from the side. Inner paddings from the side, let's even say from all sides, 10, 10, 10. Got it? So from the, now it looks very small, the bars I mean. So what I could do as well is make the top. So I'm going to do side of 10, uncheck this, side of 10, 5 of top and bottom. I could leave even the bottom to be 10. Hmm? Or let's do it equally so everybody has a fair share of the same thing. So 10, 5, 5. Got it? So let's go again. 10, 5, 5. Here is what? 10, 10, 5, 5. And then here is 10, 5, 5. Uncheck when you don't want it to be equal. 5, 5. All right, can I pause and see if there is anyone having a trouble? Does Tableau to automatically clean data before creating sheets? It depends on what you are asking. I think I've answered that question in previous videos. Alamu, yeah, I don't know exactly what you're asking. Are you asking similar to what Power BI does using Excel as its backbone? Now look at this. Friends, we've actually been able to create a lot already in terms of, you can fine tune this. I can leave that for you, but I'll just do one. Now you see, if you drop this exam type the way it is, nobody will be able to understand what you're writing here because it's all over the place, blue, red, blue, red. So it's important for you to be able to kind of write something. Yeah. So write something so that somebody would understand what you're writing. So let's go to this one. Here we can as well use this on the label. So put it on label. So you see ACT and SAT. To make it further clearer, put something on it like this. If you go and check it, maybe let's say you go and check it on V's, it might not look clean. You might not really see that thing. It's not showing you everything. As you can see, it's showing you only SAT and then ACT. What can I do to improve that outcome? Come to this place, open it up. Maybe do something like this. Try, be inventive. Think about it. You could do something like this and put them all in a straight line. Yeah, maybe make it bold. Again, don't forget to stick to one font. Yeah, apply. Okay, there you go, my friends. Yeah, so you would see that coming together. I'm going to fit it as entire. Yeah, we could double click on this and say distribute evenly, so everything will be even. Also, this is quite big. We might want to reduce something from the top. Again, you can manipulate all of these things to see how your work is well presented. So there you go, my friends. That's the thing we wrote. You can do it for every one of these and your chart just simply comes along. Okay, now let's see if there are a few things that we have not added to our work. Let me show you the few things we may not have added. 1, 2, 3, and then this. So 4 things. Let's see how we can create those 4 things and add them to our work. Let's start with the first and the easiest, which is the download stuff. I'm sure I'm not going to bother about the download stuff, but should I bother? Maybe I should. I've given you guys a material on that. So I'm just going to pull it. See, I pulled it from here, then the navigation object. Sorry, I want to pull the download object. Yeah, see, I could keep it here for a while, just for a while. That's not the real place I want to keep it. This is what you call floating containers or floating objects. Floating objects. Because I don't want it to fit into, I don't want it to use this kind of space for it. It's too much of a space for it. I'm going to open it up and say float. Float means, I think we did it in our last class, it means allow it to hover. Yeah. Oh, it will hover. I'll drop it somewhere here. There you go. I could drop it nicely. Just look for a nice spot to drop it. Yeah, so that's it there. Now, I can come down here, drop it down. Hope you're following me. Edit. Now, you're asking it what kind of thing should it use? Should it export to PDF? Should it export to image? Should it export to PowerPoint? For now, let's stick with PDF. It's a text. I want to turn it to an image. I have downloaded an image somewhere, so let me go and check if I will find any image I've downloaded somewhere. Let me check my download. Earlier this month. Okay, friends, this is actually not my work laptop, so there's a lot of things that I don't have here. Let me just see if I can pick up something. Shifts, gender, KPI, box, proportions. Okay, let's just use this one. Okay, so I choose that image, yeah, and I could say apply. Okay, now you see that image here. You can as well click on that image, but a good thing will be to download an image that explains that concept. Okay, having said that, the next thing we might want to also achieve is that I want to put stuff here, like a detailed stuff. Yeah. Now, but before we do that, now watch what I can achieve something now. These worksheets are too many. I'm tired of seeing all of them. So I could just right click on this and say hide all sheets. Hide all sheets. Okay. All right, good. There is so you see it's hidden everything that I've done. It's hidden everything except the ones that are not on that dashboard. Every sheet that is on the dashboard is hidden now. Now, there is a use case, my friends, where you want people to have both this big picture and also have the small picture, which is they can go into some what they call granularity of the data. They can go deep into the data. There is a use case for that. Now, when you have a use case for that, you might want to do something like this. Now, for those who are itching to go home, don't worry, I'll soon let you guys go and rest. I don't like putting people under pressure. So let's do this. Come in, open a new sheet, student ID. Or what are we trying to do? Let me just quickly show you. Look at it here. See, if you click on this, it's called details. It takes you to a detailed side of, so you see, it takes you to a detailed side of the work. Where you can actually go into like a student, maybe you're looking for a particular student, see, 004, type in the student ID. 00411 2890. You press enter. You see, it will filter that student for you. Let's say you don't even know the student, but you want to drill into, based on the were they full-time students or part-time. Let's go with not part-time. it would filter all the non-part times for you to see one after the other. Those level of details. Yeah. So you see, that kind of experience is what we're going to create. So so you're going to create, so again, you can put student ID, you could put I'm not going to put too many things, don't worry. The exam they wrote, you could put, or if they were, since it's exam we're looking at, we'll just put, so I'll stop somewhere here and then start. I think I should stop there for now. Make it a standard view. Yeah. Okay, I don't know what's that. Yeah. It's a lot of information, that's why. There's so much information there. Okay. There is a trick around it, but I don't want to go into the trick now. I don't want to confuse you guys further. Okay. First and foremost, stick with this. I'll be in class to show you this trick. I don't want to make your mess around with your brains. Yeah, I'll show you this trick and I'll show you what to do, but stick to with this, build on this, make sure you've done this. So what we're doing is, the next thing we want to do is talking about that stuff, the navigation. How we are going to achieve that navigation, I'm going to show you the trick now. We're going to do this. Sometimes there are different ways, but the one that we have on that dashboard, there's a simple way around it. You're going to double click on this, right click on this, right click on this, say duplicate. So you are duplicating the V's. I'm going to call this one the detail V's. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Now in this one, see, I'm going to just come here in the detail views. I'm going to remove this stuff. You see these smaller containers? I'm going to remove all of them. That sheet I was trying to create, I can call it detail sheet. Hey, undo please, undo. Rename it, call it detail sheet. Now, if you have the detail sheet, I'm going to go and look for it. Where is it? Look for it for me. See it here. I'll drag it into this place in the middle of those containers. Then I'm going to open up. I want to remove all the containers and leave only that one. Oh, let me leave it. Let me leave that container. Leave it. Leave that container there. We'll use it for something. So let's keep a placeholder there. So bring text. Put it somewhere here. Call it filters. Filter container. Filter container. So let's use it for that. 26. Okay. Remove these worksheets here. Let that container be there. Now remove this other container. We don't have any business with it. Hey, man. Yeah. Remove that container. Delete the container. Yes. So we have these and we have the filter stuff. We will use them very quickly in our next class. Now, this is two different V's. You have this dashboard, this one, and you have this one. So how do we create a navigation between this one and this one? There are many ways to get it done, but I'll show you the simplest of them. Now, if I were to do this, I will restyle this. If I were to do it on a normal day. But for this class, we can just use a simple way. So carry navigation, float it, simple way. Float it. Perhaps if I were redoing it, I would completely change it. Or should I redo it? Yeah, but let me just float it for now. When you're redoing, if you want to know a better way I would have done this, I wouldn't float it. What I would have done is, you see this place? where you have this worksheet, I would have put a container there that will carry this one and that one. Yeah. So I'm going to go back to that worksheet. Instead of center now, I'm going to take it to sidewards. It's going to go to the side. Yeah? Good. Okay. Go to sheet. You see that I've pushed it to the side now. Then I'll bring in navigation here. Now, I have my beautiful navigation somewhere here. So what do I do next? I would open this navigation, edit the button. Okay, Abubakar Usman, you said now you are confused. Now, see, Abubakar, don't let anyone confuse you. You understood up to this point. Abi? Abi, just send me a yes. I just want to see a yes. You understood up to this point. Did you? You are not answering. How do I help you when you don't answer me? I have tried or I've given up. Why are you giving up? That's not a winning mentality. Yes, I do, Jide says. Okay, I'm going to stop here today. Go and create this first and then get back to me on Saturday. Everybody create your own interface like this, and then we will discuss it further on Saturday. It's going to be an in-person class, 11:30 on the dot. In-person class, 11:30 on the dot. Truth Squad. Don't discourage those trying to learn. You do what makes you happy. Don't discourage those trying to learn. Those who get to learn it will be happy they did. It's not as complex. Everything is about usage. Okay, so I'll be there 11:30 on Saturday. I want to see you. I want to see that class filled up. Trust me. I want to see what you've put together. Those who have done this will sit in front. Those who have done nothing will go to the back so that they don't stress us. There. All right. Have a good day and see you guys on Saturday. Yeah.